If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. Thee. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies, and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions, just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, the ones, the elders and the apostles of greatness to me well. Salvation to the Yakim Missionary Street, innocent sight to the four corners of the earth, to the few aquats who listen and learning, the Brother Howard from HMS, Prophetic Vibration Camp. Hope this video will be edifying to the spirit and power of Ba'ashem Shai. You know, as I'm posting up some precepts here, you know, and going on into the lesson to show, you know, Esau and his witchcraft. So going on into the Strongs, you know, going on to the struggle, which is wrestle. And then after we go down into the Bible, it's a wrestling, it's a contest in between two in such each endeavor to show the one and which is decided when the victor is able to hold the opponent down with his hand upon his neck. So we're going on into endeavor. So when they go down into endeavor, it's a hero academia. So you're seeing, you know, maybe a Edomite, a cartoon character, you know, looking like a devil. You know, that's just show Esau revealing himself, you know, as this hero here, you know, which we know Esau is not no hero, Esau is the devil. So take out that hero, it's just a devil, you know, it's a devil you're watching it, and I just show you, hey, Esau know what he doing. So we go down into academia, in the online etymology and see we get here. Because we know, hey, the principality, the powers, that we are fighting, is spiritual, spiritual wickedness in high places, going to be so tapping into that left hand side spirit and coming against, the men of the Lord, and those of our people done destroyed because Esau don't catch him with his covering cast, with his wickedness, with his net, deceiving them with all these philosophies, this doctrine, and had them thinking in themselves that you go in school, you go in college, and all these things, these foolish education of this world, but he just letting you go down into to his foolishness so you can serve him, so you can be, a good master, a good servant unto your master Esau. Man, we know what this the book of First Maccabees, I think is 111 speak about, these Israelites, making that covenant unto the heathens. So you see them here today. You understand? You see them here today, going and joining Freemason, who going and joining, all these cults to go and have, rich to join hands with Esau in a sense, to get the riches of this world. So when you go down into it, I went down into the on etymology, so I screen monitor it and I put it up on Google here, and this is the image I get here. This is the image. It's a Alma Mata, and when you go down and they one of these Roman, these Roman pagan gods. You understand? Where they're showing that the laws, and you follow when you go back into the book of Wisdom Solomon 2, you're seeing that, they say that, the laws in their hands, so they're flexing their wickedness, because when you check it, they practice it on their beds, when they go in the Senate house, and they have their meetings around their round table, and I sit and sit down with them, his wickedness is so portraying. So this is the book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 19, and say, and we know that we are of Yahweh, and the whole world lieth in wickedness, because Esau Edom is in rulership. When the wicked is in authority, people are mourn. When the righteous is in authority, people are rejoice. So people are mourning, because why? Esau they weary in his wickedness. Every day you get a chance, you want to go on and try to tap into that left hand side to see if he queen them can last forever. So you're going back into the word endeavor in the online etymology. It's a thing taken to attain an object. It's literally in duty, right? Going on and they say make it one duty. So that's just show that, hey, this is their duty, they give it to run you with wickedness, because the Lord give them that play. They go get the fatness of the earth, and to rule the earth with the sword. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna push for their unrighteousness, push for their wickedness. Because this is their duty to bring it forth, to show us, the when the wicked is in authority, how they are ruling. So we know when we ruling our kingdom, we know that true balance, right? So this is the images here they're using, for the school, the college. There was the signature, and it's saying like it's a pagan Roman god, Like the school here, doing their ceremony, their witchcraft, all the ones that who pass to, to be a worker for Esau Edom.
Academia. The scientific and cultural community engaged in higher education and research, taken as a whole. Continuous study at higher education institutions, scholarship. Academia.
Right, so you can't forget, don't forget, the word you know, Alma Mata. So when the spirit came to me to pay it back, you know, to pay it right to left. It say Ramat or Ramit or Mat, and this go back to these Hindu gods, you know. And the spirit came on to me to remember, you know, that was before I came in truth, you know, soon how they have in their idol, you know, their idol, as brothers could see it here, all these idols, you know, and in Sweden, in Switzerland, they have Shiva, one of the same idol gods, you know, as in the front of in front of the statue in front of the company of Sun. So just show you how deep this thing is. You understand? It just show you how deep Esau is witchcraft. But what the scriptures say, you know, the Lord will do nothing but reveal it, his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. So what each are trying to hide, you know, and I want to stay in the dark and play in the dark. Hey, we know you will be doing a lot of witchcraft, we will be feeling the presence. We will be knowing how they trying a lot of things and sending spirits. But hey, the Lord control our whole spirits, you know. Because when you go down into the precepts, you know, as I bring it out there, you know, I put this lesson together, you know, I merge this lesson together. So, you know, after this the whole clip run out, you know, I did a lesson and I go down into it to show. So when you go down into the words, you're reading and you realize that Esau is the devil, the hero who they claim, you know, to be their hero, which we know is Esau Edom. So, hey, we working and he dealing with all these other show that when they bring in all this religion in one, all eyes witchcraft to come against us, to come against the true men of the Lord. That's why they want to ban the Bible. That's why they want to come together in one with all these religions and bring it in one, because all of them working in witchcraft hand in hand and bringing down, you know, the 17 nations coming against this one nation, which is Israel, you know, 12 tribes of Israel, you know, to have us in that docile mindset, have us subjected under them, have us worshiping idol gods, their gods, from the Jesus to the Allah to the Baptist, you know, you just name it, all this false doctrine. You understand? They come in with a witchcraft to you know, to deceive, you know, the majority, which is the 2/3, but the 1/3, the Lord is going to refine us and make us go through the fire. The Lord is going to, you know, make a hedge around us. The Lord is going to protect us. The Lord is going to guide us. The Lord is going to be our shield and buckler to deliver us from that evil man, Esau Edom, which is the devil. So hey, this truth is so yapa, going down into meaning of words, going on into all these you know, going on into the blue letter and going on into it. You understand that hey, this is a serious battle that we in. This is not a normal battle. This is a spiritual battle where we're wrestling against flesh. And we're not wrestling against flesh and blood, but spiritual, because in high places. So these other camps, these men who put in all this other doctrine, you know, going back into the book of let me see if I get it. Let me see if I get it here. In the book of I had bring it out in one of my last video, but I'll bring it out to the spirit here. First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. And it reads, said, no, the spirit speak expressively that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devil. You know, so that's a show they're gonna get caught up with that seducing spirit. Esau coming with all his enchantments, you know, and coming and these demons getting into brother's head. Because hey, they just predestined for them to actually get seduced and get seduced, Salakia, and get carried away, you know, with all these false philosophies, these demons, them, you know, get them right where they get them. Esau get them right where they get them. And them go and receive any bar sign that 501 that sign that's 501 cool, and actually having the doctrine for merchandise, selling the doctrine, you know, because they have say 50% truth and 50% lies, so they could sell that. But the 100% truth, the men of great millstone, you know, we working towards our spiritual penny. We know the Lord is coming with reward to reward us. So we selling the word of the Lord. We selling His truth, because the Lord never sell the truth unto to His prophets, you know. So when they come with that spirit, when family will come, we will go and we will tell all these reprobates, you know, go buy the sellers and buy, you know. So that when they go into the Sakari, and they go into the IYC, when they go into the other false camps, you know, you're realizing that they had a spirit of Esau on them. That seducing spirit of Esau working his enchantments and coming and brothers in. And they're so pride because he get them in their pride. He get them because they're weak. Because why they studying their ego, you know, to be on top, made all of them sell out. Them in that spirit because the Lord put that spirit on them, that seducing spirit, you know. So I'm going now into the First Timothy chapter 4 verse 1 in online etymology. I'm going into spirits, spirit.
Strong's G 4151 Pneuma.
Right, so I'm going into it. I'll go on the point. Yeah, it's a used of demons or evil spirits who were converted as inhabiting the bodies of men. So understand this is not no light thing. These spirits coming up and entering these men vessel, because the vessel, you know, is defiled. The vessel not clean, you know, for the Holy Spirit, you know, because when they go into the book of, let's be at Mabakusha, the book of John chapter 17, and right, when Lord speak about it, I can. John, I'll start from verse 4. Let's say John 17 verse 4. It says, I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou givest me to do. Verse 5, it says, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thy own self, with the glory which I have with thee before the world was. Man. So going to verse 6, it says, I have manifest thy name unto the men plural, the 144,000 elect men, the elect, right? It says, which thou givest me out of the world. So we was, as go back to the book of Peter, first Peter 2:9, it says, for you are a chosen generation. As what people paraphrasing the scripture, for you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, who come from the darkness into the marvelous light. Because we was amongst men, but Lord take us out, because why we not of this world. The world will love its own. So all these men with these seducing spirits are demons and devils, coming in a form of being like in a normal being, a person, in a body, and they come in with that seducing spirit, that doctrine of devils, you know, coming to seduce. And that's to show you the deceiver and the deceiver is the Lord's. So that's to show that, hey, this place Esau running this place with witchcraft. That's how he on top with his witchcraft, ruling with his witchcraft. So, you know, whoever getting caught up and getting deceived is because they was not part of the men who the Lord speak about in the book of John 17:6, where the Lord manifest the name unto the men which thou givest me out of the world. They out of the world. So going back to what I was saying, Lord take us out of the world and out of the darkness into the marvelous light. So this should be in the light. The Lord giving us Yahweh giving us the name of his Father. Yahweh, you know, is that strong tower, you know, that light for us, so we could get delivered when all hell break loose, you know. Calling upon the Lord's name, you know, we sure, you know, that the Lord is going to be with us on our side, because why? We stand stiff for the name of the Lord, for this truth, because the Lord say come in the volume of the book. So when they go down it say, die in the word, and thou givest them me, and they have kept thy word. So this is the main, going back into the book of Revelation 3 and 10. We hold the patience, the word of the Lord patience. We continue in the doctrine of the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. So this is no oh, it's a separate camp and GMS pushing heat. It's not that. We is men of Yahweh Bashim Shai defending the gospel and reproofing all who come in with these seducing spirits, these demons coming in physical form as man in a body and prophesying doctrines of devil. So they can come with all these Yeshua and Mosai Christ bless and calling upon Jesus. All these is doctrines of devils, is demons actually possessing them, speaking these nonsense. So we had to understand that when we wrestling against principalities, going back into the book of if I get back in the blue letter, the book of Ephesians, if I get back here, let's be on Wakusha, Ephesians 6 and 12. Let's see, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, against principalities, against the powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you go, because I went down into the wrestle, yeah, you know, so what I have about Shai, you know, that I come in this truth and, you know, Lord bless me, you know, that I could read now, you know, a little bit, as much as I could understand a little bit, because when I was in the world, you know, I was, you know, I didn't have the spirit to read. So to what I have about Shai, that, you know, he gave me to prophesy, you know, to come out and preach unto wake up the elect, you know, and give me the spirit that I could read and I could understand, right? So when they go into, let me see what it's saying, against it's say, right, to the advantage of, at nearby, toward, with raged to, right? So but doesn't understand who, you know, against, you know, so that I going back into, for Esau was born, you know, first, but we held the healer Esau that representing, and when going back into the when we was wrestling in the womb, you know, that just show that it was a constant battle within the belly coming out in the flesh now, you know, and we come and supplant Esau and take away his birthright. You know, he pursued behind us to kill us, because when he realized how important his birthright is, you know, he pursued to kill Jacob. So they coming behind us even till today. They killing all these Jakes in the four corners of the earth, Jake blood spilling to the four corners of the earth on the ground. You know, it's Jake's blood spilling on the ground. Going back into the book of Numbers, let me get Numbers, and let us show that, prophecy, that when we're dealing with prophecy and we're breaking it down through the spirit and power of Shimei Shai. Numbers, I think it's 35 and 33, and it read, it say, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiled the land. And who was the first one who killed his brother? You know, Cain killed Abel, which is Esau killed Jacob, right? That was the first blood spread on the land. It say for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So that going back into Esau. So that when the Lord return, you know, he gonna be destroying these Edomites. You know, he gonna destroy Babylon with thermonuclear fire, and you know, the angels of the Lord, and even the men of the Lord, when the Lord is about standard to lay Esau blood, you know, upon the earth, to cleanse the earth. And nobody knew the new earth is the new heaven. So like, yeah, the new heaven is going to establish in blood righteousness, because we take the blood of the wicked, Esau Edom, and we double the cup unto him. We're going to slaughter him from a side. We're going to pay him to death. We're going to annihilate him, pay him into slavery. The remnant of Esau going to slavery, you know. So that will show you how yappa this truth is. But these other camps want to preach that like they had a Christianity spirit, that spirit of prosperity, of enjoying the new covenant. You can do what you want. You don't want to go out and preach and all these heights. You know, they even had the immortal body yet. They had this mortal body where they getting sick, they're dying, but yet they need to cover under the shred. These doctrines are devils, you know. So going back here, I say principalities. So I go down into the Strong's principalities, right? Into the Strong's.
Strong's G 746. Arche. Arche.
Right, it's a beginning, it's a origin, it's a the person or thing that commence the first person or thing in a it's a the leader siege, yeah, it's a the right. So I'm gonna go on point. It's a right, it say the first place principality rulers. It's a magisteri, right, it's a magistry. It's a right, so going to the point, it's a of angels and demons. So we know, hey, these demons on the left hand side, you know, they are spirits created on the left hand side, you know. They are angels on the left hand side, you know, and angels on the right hand side. So understand that, you know, Esau, you know, tapping on the left hand side, you know, because they use, you know, the angel on the left hand side, Satan, the hierarchy demon Satan, they use, you know, who they to worship. You know, because we know Esau is that physical counterpart of Satan, the devil, you know. So they worship Satan, they worship that angel on the left hand side, that demon, you know, who the Lord is in control of. So in their mind, they're thinking that, hey, Satan making them, you know, prevail, that they're going to establish their new world order, and they're going to run the world, and the Lord in return. And that is Esau's imagination, as the scripture say. You know, in his imagination, in the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2, they talk about Esau and his imagination. But when it comes to reality, you know, Satan, you know, taken order by Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, because he was created by Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. You know, because he was told not to harm Job. When they go into the book of, let me see if I bring it out. When they go into the book of Job chapter 1 verse 6, and it reads, say, now there was the day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan, so Satan is one of the sons, the angels on the left hand side came also among them, and Yahweh said unto Satan, when comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And it read it say, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feared Yahweh and eschewed evil. It say then Satan answered the Lord and said to Job, fear Yahweh for naught. It say, has not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he had on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hand, and the substance is increased in the land. Right, so when they go into the word in the only etymology of hedge, when they read into the book of Job, right, and in the 10th chapter, when it say, has not thou made a hedge about him? So when they go into the can't really get any the blue letter, but I guess something here when it's a boundary, it's a bar, right? So it's a barrier, it's a boundary and barrier. So I go on in the Google to look at barrier.
Barrier.
Right, it's a fence or other obstacle. It said that prevent movement or access. So the Lord have the Lord have, a barrier, around, which is the Lord protecting, Job. The Lord was protecting Job, which is a yappa thing, right? So we went into the Mina hedge, which is a boundary, which is protection, you could say, he fence around, he protect, as we know, the souls of the righteous is in the hands of the Lord. So verse 11, it say, but put forth thy hand now and touch all that had, and he will curse thee to thy face. It say, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he had is in the power. Yeah, it's still like, I'm reading back over, I'm gonna take my time. So like, yeah, it say, and the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, said unto Satan, behold, all that he had is in thy power. Which is all he family, he riches. It's only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So we Lord was telling Satan here now. So touch not his anointed. It says, and so Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. So what Satan was, a spirit, a spirit on the left hand side, an angel, you could call it a demon, and to go forth to do what? As it say when they go down into the meaning of principality, it say angels and demons. So you understand that they are angels on the left hand side. Satan is one of the head angels on the left hand side. So we sent him forth to what? To try Job. So the same way how Satan on it was working to and fro trying him in the Lord right now in this time, and who he using Esau on the physical side when he come down with great wrath, but also Esau on his witchcraft, tapping into that realm, after projecting, coming and trying to, and putting spirits on these rigs, also getting spirits on your foes, getting spirits on the job site, anyway you turn his spirits, his demons we dealing with, principalities, these powers, these hierarchy demons, Esau, Edom, these elites, they're wearing their wickedness, they're wearing it, right? So as I bring on the precept here, I want to bring it out here in the same book of Job chapter 3, and I'll start from verse 13. It say from now, let's go into the point one time. Say, from now should I have lean still and being quick, quit I should have sleep, then have I been at rest. Then had I been at rest. It say, with kings and counselors of the earth, it say, which built desolate places desolate places for myself. So as we know, the prophets, back then, the elect represent the prophets back then. We the prophets today, the prophets is subject to the prophets. So we back here, in these last days, being ruled by the elite's family, Esau, Edom, because the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. The Lord said that the Jew of the heavens will unfold and rule the earth with the sword, so witchcraft is a part of his sword. It say, with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as an hidden untimely birth I have not been, as infants which never saw light. So Job was talking about going on into, how he was when he was going through all his tribulation, all his trials, or his suffering. He was talking, he was talking about the flesh, and why he had to go through this, because he's been a righteous man, knowing that he praying unto the Lord and serving the Lord. But the Lord, as going back into the book of I think is see if I get it, but I want to read all this precept now. Okay, it's there. Yeah, verse 17, it's in the book of Job 3. It said, there the wicked cease from trouble, and there the weary be at rest. So that doesn't show that Esau, only when he died, then he gonna stop his wickedness when he actually go in the grave. You understand? Because when he go into the GNT, it bring it out a little bit. I'm supposed to read from verse 15 in GNT, book of Job 15. 3 and 15, it said, then I would be sleeping like princes who fill their houses with gold and silver, or sleeping like a stillborn child. It say, in the grave wicked people stop their evil, and tired workers find rest at last. So that's a show that Esau, he always going back into the book of Malachi 2 and 1, in their bed they practice it, because power was given unto them. When they go into the red house, who's the red house? Esau, Edom, the sword, come to take away peace from the earth. So that who Esau using, that way Lord using Salakia, to punish these 2/3, and to try the men of the Lord. But we know that the men of the Lord, we go stand stiff for the name of the Lord. We go hold, the patience, the truth, the word of the Lord until the end. This is the man who the Lord was crowned, who Ezra saw and said, but this is the angel say that this is the man who stands stiff for the name of the Lord. So understand, this truth is a yapper thing, So I want to go back into the book of Micah, the quoted Micah 2 and 1. It say, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power. Yeah, it is in the power of their hands. So understand this. Esau, Edom, who was given the fatness of the earth, who was given to rule. It is given to the hands of the wicked. So understand that Esau, Edom, who run in the world right now in wickedness with his witchcraft, that is a part of his sword. So when these other camps come with these seducing spirits, it's Esau working his enchantments on you all, giving you these spirits and pouring all these spirits, and it's really the Lord, because the Lord is in control of all these spirits, and putting these spirits of devils on you, these seducing spirits of devils, of doctrines of devils, and you're bringing it out. You understand? And deceiving all these the blind. Going back into the book of let us show the Lord dealing with the elect alone. The book of Romans. This is Big Brother favorite precept 11 and 7. It say, what then? Israel had not obtained that which is seeketh forth. For it say, but the election had obtained, which is the elect have obtained the truth. Going back into the book of John 17, going back into the Lord say, hey, I have I've tell them the name, I have manifest the name unto them, and then believe, it say, and the rest was blind. And that is straight. Hey, that is straight the spirit. There's this morning I went on the bay, and I meet a Jake, from IUIC. I've only Frenches walking in the market, and I say, hey, you're rocking your Frenches, that's Stephen out ahead, and he up and say, yeah, well, he's an Israelite, and I say, yeah, I know that Israelite, I from Great Millstone. I told them that here we are a sinner, here now. Well, you don't know, everybody hate Nate, because why? Nathan pushing it through name of the Lord. Nate break down the name of the Lord, and then after what? He come out with a seducing spirits of devils to come and seduce all these blind. The ones them who wasn't obtained to get the mark of exemption, you know, to that sealing, the name of the Lord, you know, because they was blind, you know, all of them was blind because they never obtained the true, as I say, but the election, which is the elect, the governmental structure of the Lord. Going back into the book of John 17 once again. This is the man who gonna stand step. This is the man who gonna hold the patience. This is the man who gonna continue being in the doctrine and speaking the same thing under the elders and the apostles, being in order, being in discipline. But these other men in that spirit of seducing spirits are demons. So understand that the Lord, going back into the hedge, the Lord, you know, put a hedge, he put his protection over the men of the Lord and seal them with his name, because his name is a strong tower unto to the elect, and the Lord is our shield and buckler. So that's why when you see these other camps coming with the seducing spirits, they would never fool the elect, because for they are virgins. We are virgins, hopefully, I've been a part of the Lord's elect, for they are virgins. So when you see all this witchcraft taking place, as I see people coming out from the ground, people shape shifting, you know, astral projecting, you know, people coming with the seducing and spirits are demons, is because why? Going back into the book, let me get in the blue letter to what I have. So you understand that Satan, going back to what I was saying earlier on, understand that Satan, you know, on the left hand side is an angel who working for Yahweh. So he getting the okay from Yahweh, going back into the book of Sirach, when they say they appease the wrath of him that sent them. So he just appeasing Yahweh, pleasing the Lord. But when he complete his mission, you know, when he complete his mission, when he go and do what he had to do to seduce Esau, you know, have Esau thinking that he gonna rule forever. That his as the scripture said, he said as a queen, and nobody can and throw me down, mystery Babylon. But the Lord say, hey, that we know that this that Yahweh is the cornerstone, that the builder refused, who gonna smooth the image. Going back into the book of Daniel, when Yahweh, which is that stone, come and smooth that image, that clear and iron mix, which is the revived Roman Empire that we are living here, knowing where Yahweh was when he was crucified, when he went through his hour, when he lay his life, being the lamb for the Passover, you know, when he was that ultimate sacrifice for our sins. He lay life for his brethren. What a friend to lay his life for his friend. You know, that's a true brethren. You know, that's a sincere brethren. That's why we ought to give Yahweh Bashim and Shai all praises, because Yahweh exalt his son. You know, this is my son who I'm well pleased. You know, so to understand that when we, you know, wrestling against these principalities, these spiritual weakness in high places, it's Esau, Edom, and all these other spirits where Yahweh Bashim shall send upon the face of the earth to try the elect. But Yahweh Bashim shall have a hedge around the elect. That's why he sealed them with that mark of exemption. You know. So all praise to Yahweh Bashim and Shai was calling upon the Lord name, and they continue in the faith, and they continue giving the Lord praise, and they continue fearing the Lord, and they continue being diligent, praying and fasting always. So I want to close it up. I'm going to bring out back the book of Ephesians 6, and going back to verse 12. Verse 12. And it reads, say, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual, and against principalities, against powers. So let me go down into the online etymology. Let me go into some meaning of some words, because it's going your part. You know, let's see. I'm going to powers. Right. Yapa, it's a power of choice, Right, I was going to go on the points. It say physical and mental power. So Ezekiel, so Esau with the physical body, tapping into that realm, and going into the meditation and doing up and conjuring up the spirit, doing the witchcraft, sacrificing, killing babies and doing the witchcraft, to come, to come against the men of the Lord and to get the 2/3 in a bag, So going on into it say the power, it's of authority. So who's the power in authority right now? Esau, Edom, the elite, right? It say the power of rule, the power of ruler. It say or government. So who in charge of everything right now? The government, the system. Esau, Edom. It say the power of him whose will and commands most by submit to by others and obey. So understand that you ought to obey the system. Otherwise, you're gonna get persecuted. You're gonna be cast into prison. It doesn't show you how Esau, Edom, he, as it say, what the precept say, it say his unrighteous decrees. When you go back into the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2, it speaks about let me come and oppress the poor and righteous man. And what they're gonna use, the law against us. So the twist of the Bible, that when you go back to the scripture, the whole world is out of course. They use the twist of the Bible and everything against the Bible. They come in against the men of the Lord with to try to trap us, to try to feel that he gonna pursue us to go off. But we was guided to go on point. We was programmed to be on point, to be preaching the 100% truth from the elders and the apostles coming down. The Lord put a hedge around us. The Lord shield us. And as we know, he as before we was formed in our mother's womb, the Lord ordained us. So we were ordained to speak the truth, to speak the 100% truth. Even though he's so working his witchcraft, he weary with it until he go in the grave. It ain't gonna come against the men of the Lord because we have a hedge around us, which is Yahweh Bashim. We have the true name of the Lord. Going back to our dream I had, when I know came into the truth, when the Lord showed me and confirmed that his name is power, is I was on an island and this spirit just disappearing and coming closer and closer and closer to me. Like I said, like I kind of have my spirit, it is a dark spirit with also that powder on it, with also that you see like skin, like he also that mark on his skin, like how the might just do it and coming closer and closer to me, and I had that woman next to me, and I end up taking the woman, which is representing, it could be wisdom, it could be the truth, and woman represent a lot of things in the scripture, and I push her on a higher, shows like a higher mountain, like she I can step up. So I kind of like how I was on the mountain, she kind of push up, I push it sit on top of the mountain to face the demon, and then I stamp the ground, I take my rifle and I stamp the ground, and it's like a vibration went off, and I call upon the name Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and the demon fell back to the end of the island. So that's to know that and I pass all I got next stream where some spirits take my daughters and put them in a house, and I was given a Bible, and I run in the house with confidence, having superpowers, running like flash, and I grab up Eve, I'm not Eve, so like a Edomite woman in a bathtub, with she child, and I grab up she child and I cuff and I slam she child and I cuff she in she face and I say, hey, she won right, and I say, hey, who my children? Doesn't show that the name of the Lord is power. All these witchcraft, all these witches, and they can't come against him, and the Lord must call upon the Lord. And when the Lord gives us that power, so the enemy coming like a flood, and the Lord reserve that standard, hey, we're gonna tap into that right hand side power, the Lord gonna bring him in, the Lord to control all these elements, So he so feel like he gonna come and yeah, he gonna get some brothers and put them to death and feel in his mind that hey, I'm winning. But there was matters for the Lord. It's precious in the sight of the Lord to see the saints lead a life for Yahweh Bashim Shai. So you understand when it say, me read it back in Japan, it say the power of rulers of government, it say the power of him whose will and commands moves by submitting to by the others and to by others and obeying. So that's why you can come with the last trump card, which is the MOTB, Revelation 13 and 16. That way you can come with. He can come with the mark of the beast, because that's the last trump card. He gonna come and try to make everyone to submit to him, to obey him, which is that is and all sorcery, that and all is witchcraft. To enter that, to going against Leviticus, to make cut in your flesh, to pay to enter something into your vessel with defile. You defile any vessel which is not your vessel, which is of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, as the book of Corinthians speak about it. For this body is not of yours, but Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. So that why we have to fear Yahweh Bashim Yoshai all the time, always, all the time, and constantly be in this truth. Focus on the kingdom of heaven and fear in Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, and having confidence, not making your heart faint when our affliction come. Pray to Yahweh Bashim Yoshai not to take the Holy Spirit from you. Pray for Yahweh Bashim Yoshai to keep that hedge around you. The time is getting dread. We in the year of hopefully, as the apostle said, hopefully of Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30 and 7. So be on the lookout for to see things we haven't seen before, to see things where Yahweh Bashim, shall I say, visualize terror. That's why he preparing us to see, things where he going to bring up in the physical realm, to see, which is spiritual things, but we hopefully that, the Lord keep us so we could be, ready to see these things and be normal, because we know that the Lord is in control of all these spirits and they don't have a hedge around us. So toward Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, that we are a fearful spirit upon us, So I want to finish it out. Let me see if I'll go down into it. Let's see against powers. Let's see powers and against the rulers. So I'm going to go down into the rulers here, right? Hey, this video, hopefully, it be edifying, to edify the flocks, to edify the brethren, and Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, it say rulers, right? So going back into, when it say powers, it's going back into the government, to the system, to Esau, Edom, the elites, who the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, So going on into the Strongs here.
Strong's G 2888, Kasmakrator.
Let's say Lord of the world, Prince of this age. So who's the prince? Right. So going on into it say it say Lord of the world, Prince of the age. So who's the prince? Going back into this precept here in same Ephesians chapter 2 verse 2, it say wherein in time past we walked according to the course of this world. It say according, so we was once in the darkness. Going back into the Peter 1 Peter 2 and 9. It say for us in the darkness and we come into the marvelous light. Right? So we was once in the dark, then it continuing, it's according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air. It said the spirit that now worketh in the churn of disobedience. So this is the same spirit back here now, you understand, going after all these false doctrine, going after all these dumb idols, all these philosophies of devils, This is the ones who they actually worshiping in a sense, you could say, who because they're not under the spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. They are spirits of them are the spirits of demons on them, spirits of seducing spirits. It say the devil, it say and his demons. So that the rulers. So we was once walking in the world, and under his as we know the covering cast. But the Lord take us out of that net, that wicked net. The Lord give us, the Lord give us a sword, which is the Bible, and we cut up that net and we make ourselves free, which is the truth. Make ourselves, because the truth shall set us free. So this really happen. This really happen to know that Yahweh Shimon Shai, with us, guiding us to do the right thing, to preach, the truth, with boldness, with confidence, knowing that Yahweh Shimon Shai is coming to deliver his elect. Revelation 18, come out of my people, come out of Babylon. Even the islands, they will go and rock to and front and cover the islands with water. The Lord is going to be well with thy remnant when the hour of affliction come. So hey, let's just show that these other camps, Esau coming with his enchantments and working on these other demons who from these other camps, because they actually is demon in human form. They are demons in human form. Not to say all of them is demons, because they have elect of these other camps who the Lord will wake up in due time. So brothers, wake up and shake up yourself. No way again yourself in. Because Yahweh Hashem shall come in the volume of the book. If you come in the volume of the book, that means you come in 100% truth in this book. But we know, it in English, Esau Pajay, he tamper with, but we don't reveal the secret until the servants, the prophet, go down into your woods, go down into your history, go down into the Paleo Hebrew, go down into your true language, When I go back into Sirach, it talk about, what uttered in Hebrew, in English, it don't have the same force when it uttered in Hebrew. So how they could be talking about Most High Christ blessing our English tongue, When the Lord say He manifests the name unto the man, which is the elect, His true name Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. So I'm gonna go down into it back, right? So we went down into rulers, going back into Esau, Edom, So going back into darkness, so it say the rulers of the darkness. So go down into darkness here. It say darkness. It say of night darkness. It say eyesight. It say darkness, and we know that going back into the third eye, all these shit. You understand? The eye of Horus and all this bullshit. It say a person in whom darkness become visible and hold sway, So understand that Esau consumed with darkness. That why when I go back into the sun, before coming into it, I was researching the sun before I came in the shoot and all these things, that's showing that the dark matter, what they was talking about, and they're using a witchcraft, with technology to feel that they go open a portal, which the Lord alone will give them the access to do all these things, but they wanted the God particle, which is really the okay for me, Lord, for them to go forth with their plans. But the Lord say that, as the book of Job say, let me bring it all fast. I'm going to butcher the precept. Job 5 and 12, it say he disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise. So when they feel like that all is well with them and again true, the Lord say He's gonna disappoint them. He gonna be conjuring up and trying to call upon Satan, and realizing, wait, now Satan ain't coming and answering me. He coming and sitting at the table. He coming and eat and drink with me no more. We're going on with Satan. We're going on to their God who the servant, which is the angels of Yahweh Bashim Shai on the left hand side. So you worshiping the spirits on the left hand side, and we worshiping the true power Yahweh Bashim Shai, true Yahweh Shai. We worshiping Yahweh, true Yahweh Shai, which is the King of the universe. So who you feel you fooling Esau, there's no that you're weak. There's no that you're weak. This person on your left hand side can say, boy, nah boy, I get instructed to leave you to get your judgment, and I have nothing to do again. I don't set you up for the kill. That you take your judgment now. Going back into right now, with the wisdom of the Lord, we're giving you a charge sheet. And Yahweh Shai being that persecutor, we're gonna persecute you. We're gonna put you to death. You can have no more remainder of the wicked that Esau Edom after 1,000 years and then build up our mansions, all around the universe. Let's build mansions, and then after 1,000 years we get rid of you. So let me see if I close it up here. I want to make it, for brothers to enjoy this video through the spirit and power of Hashem. I hope it be edifying. Salakia if a little fumbling a little bit, but hey, this bastard language, and the reading mightn't be on point, but brother see the precepts and the words coming up. So hope through the spirit, you edify, it edify, and you can read also while I breaking down the precepts, and if I make any fault anyhow, you can split any comment, but I will correct myself, toward Yahweh Shimmy Shai, because that what the brotherhood for, having humility, taking a reproof, which is a correction. Hopefully, in the eyes of the Lord, the Lord see him as a faithful servant, even though in the flesh, not all the time, you feel that you're going, you're perfect. No, sometimes you fall, but sometimes a righteous man fall, but he get back up, and that what the Lord watching to see, you get back up, and that what the Lord love, so push the Lord work. Feed the Lord sheep, as he tell Peter 3 times, feed my sheep, feed my sheep, feed my sheep. Because as he tell Peter, Satan like Satan trying to sift you out like wheat. And that's what he's trying to do, and when he's trying us. But the Lord, the men of the Lord is in the hands of Yahweh Hashem and try to water. The Lord say, I'm going to get the precept here in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, to what Yahweh Hashem for the Rakak Kodash, as the book of Acts. The book of Acts, say when they say that when they're gonna restore the kingdom, the Lord say when they receive the Rakak, which is power. And when they go into the book of Matthew, when they talk about when Yahweh shall receive that power, it's the same power who was given from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. It's the same power. So that Trinity doctrine is bullshit. We receive the Holy Spirit, the Rakak Kodash. So go down into 3 and 9. Here it say they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. No 95, no 99, 100% truth. It say, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had cared for his elect. For his elect. The Lord love his elect. Because you know why? We give up the world. We give up the world and the things of the world, all these obstacles, all these it's come like you're in a trance, and you in this realm here, and you just focus on your Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Within the trance, you know that you see a door, and that door is the light, which is the truth, and you walk towards that door and you open that door in, studying the other door, the wide door, you're looking for the little narrow doorway, one man could go through. The second address 7. For water on one side and fire on the other side, and one man could pass at a time. Every man woke up their own salvation with fear and trembling. Through these 3 men, wasn't it? They could have delivered by their own soul. Ezekiel 14:14, Ezekiel 14:18. Seek Yahweh Hashem and try 10 times more. We almost home, brothers. We wrestling against flesh. We sign and post and put guns in our hand and feel like we go against his sword. And then when we go on jam, is your head blown off because you have no faith, you have no confidence. He's so gonna come and destroy you because you go against his sword with his sword. You're gonna die. You go in and die. But the men who put the trust in Yahweh Hashem and have faith in Yahweh Hashem and go and stand strong, go and stand up as the song will say, stand up like a man. But in that time, the Lord go and give us a spiritual power. We're gonna be, the prince of Yasharala, the prince of the sons of the living power. The sons of God, the sons of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. So let me see if I can close it up here. Right, so right, it says sprint. It say sprint. Read back from here on top. Right, it say for we wrestle not against flesh, behold, flesh and blood, and against principality, against powers, against the rulers of darkness. So when I'm going to all this, will say the rule of. We'll get it normal, Salakia. I don't want to punch the scripture. I say, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. It say against the rulers of darkness, in this world. So when they go into the world, let me see what the world is talking about. And if I play the Strongs and Darkness, I play the Strongs Slack, yeah, if I remember to play it.
Strong's G 4655. Skatas. Skatas.
Right, so that's the you know, let me go down to the world now.
Strong's G 165. Ion.
Ion, which is age, you know. Ion, so it's a forever, it's a an unbroken age, you know. It's a this world, it's a universe. Salakia, yes, so. Alright, I'm gonna go back in it. So that Aeon going back into to this age, Esau age is going on up. His time is going on up. You know? For we seeking that kingdom, we indwell righteousness. You know? So when it say, I'm gonna play it back, it's a Aeon.
Strong's G 165.
Age.
Ion.
Which is age. You know? Hey. I think it's the period, they talk about that period, that time. I'm gonna get it back here. Esau Tampa, you know, this go down here, but just so. Right, can't. Right, it's a period of time, age. So understand, Esau, your time is up. Revelation 12 and 12, for the devil coming down with great wrath, knowing that he have a short time. That's what we paraphrase in the scripture. You know? So, you know, hope this video is edifying through the spirit and power of Hashem Roshai, you know. Torah Yahweh Hashem Roshai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson, you know. Shalom, big brother Rai, you know, for giving me the spirit, you know, for telling me, you know, quench his spirit and, you know, do a lesson on it, you know, for putting it together. Torah Yahweh Hashem Roshai Hashem Kakodash, the Lord honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, once again, you know, to the sincere brethren who pushing his truth, striving for the truth until death. To the sisters, you know, who being in obedience, serving their husband with shame face, knowing that the man of the Lord is their Lord. You know, their woman means servant to serve their Lord, because that's the only way they will get saved, through the man of the Lord. You know, so hope the video is edifying through the spirit. You know, shalom, 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 abad babal.